everybody. I'm out looking at the next piece of timber side of the one they want to sell it. They want too much money for it. You think this is steep? Yeah, nobody wants to flatten them, you know. They think they got something valuable growing. If you have any grains, you just flatten the crap and let the red oak and the cherry come back. There's some stuff like this, big chestnut oak they left, because it was probably rotten, burnt from the railroad. There's the old railroad grade down below, and you gotta watch buying anything in on these properties like this. You'll see big trees that you think are worth something. You'll be like, oh, look at the size of that tree. Yeah, the only reason why it was left is because it was burnt. See that big one right there? I can see a scar on it right now. Guarantee you that tree's hollow. That's why they left it the last time they logged. It only makes sense, right? If somebody's got to put infrastructure into this, I mean, this is steep. Look at that. That just drops off. I can't even see the bank right there. It just drops. Pew! It's almost vertical. It's like a high wall. So if they cut it, you better believe they got everything good. They're not gonna go, you know, they're not gonna go cut stuff that's burnt. You gotta chunk half of it off to get any log out of it. There's a pretty decent sized tree, but it's junk. Oh, the cat's eyes on it. I mean, you might get a 4-side clear 8-footer out of it. I don't even know, you'd be lucky at that probably. I can't look at the backside. But then you wouldn't want to do that because you'd waste, you know, you could get like a 14-footer out of that, but it's going to bring you down to a 2 at best. I don't even know if you'd get that out of it. No, probably not. Because there's a defect on that face. So, I mean, what do you do with stuff like that? It ought to be cut, but it's junk. You can't put any money on it. There's a big one there that they left because it's forked. A big one below that, a big black. I think it's a black or a chestnut. It's a chestnut. Guarantee you that's hollow. I can see fire scar on it. Down below that, I think it's just too steep for timber. Yeah, they want 60 grand lump sum for this. I'm like, I want to know what Jim was smoking when he looked at this. Ooh, give me some. There's some beautiful beech that they left. Poplar. But I mean, even that, man, you gotta have to build a fucking tram down off of that. Excuse my French. There's a butternut. Hey, Kev, there's your blonde walnut. Piece of junk. I brought my side-by-side down with me this morning. Right, thing ain't been running like a month, right? Started right up, chip, 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 boom. Loaded it on the trailer, brought it down here. Shut it off twice back in the woods. Click, 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 click. Dead freaking battery. So here I'm walking anyway. Jim went out to get a battery at Napa. Hey, look at this. You got steep? I mean, that's some real garbage. You know, old hickory tree, striped maple, crooked old, what the hell is that? Oh, red elm. Wow, sucker steep. Goes right up to the top. Up there is another road, I think. Whew. This is some brutal ground. I get a kick out of this when they cut this before they high grade. They do that everywhere around here. The sawmills, they just high grade everything. You know, they take all the red oak, they take all the good hard maple, anything good they take, and they leave this godforsaken shit, right? They'll leave like maybe like that red oak down there was probably too small, undersized or something when they cut it before. That ain't too bad of a tree. But other than that, it's beech, birch, right? All these, look at it, that's beautiful, right? They leave all this stuff, and wink, wink, nod, nod. We left some trees. Oh, did you? Really? You left? Oh, that's great. What did you leave? Well, absolutely worthless trees, but we left them. And they'll crowd out all the sunlight, and you'll never get any oak regen. There's no oak regen at all in here. None. None. Oak and cherry will not grow in shade, so what you get, birch. because birch is shade tolerant. And I try and tell these peckerheads this stuff. Foresters, they know. They know. They're just high grade and put the money in the pocket. And then next time the landowner calls them back, this guy's involved in this one, says, well, you ought to leave her some trees. Why do you want to leave junk? So the more junk can grow, and her heirs will never have a crop of timber in here. It'll be a bunch of beech brush and birch brush. It's just, it's like talking to a wall. People can really be boneheaded. But the problem is, you can't blame the landowner. They don't know. They're trusting some supposedly forest professional, right? Yeah. Why isn't the forest professional who bid this out last time, why isn't he tromping around in here? Get his pudgy little pink ass in here and mark it out and bid it again. Oh, why? Because there isn't enough money here to do that, because I boned it the last time. So then they call me, and then I tell them, you gotta just flatten it, clear cut it, get everything you can out of it, and leave it alone for 50 years. You don't want to do that. Well, why don't I want to do that? Well, I don't know, but you just don't want to do it. This is what I deal with all the time.